This is SG.
And this is Kanu, back at it again. I'm fucking with you. But no, so me and SG just decided to make this podcast. We're going to call it Seven Chambers.
Yeah, man, we're just going to be talking about, again, well, the main two topics are anime and music, because, again, that's the stuff we more so, are into, but every now and again we might get into some, actual topics that are going on in the world, maybe, if it, piques our interest or whatnot.
We don't like being restrained by anything over here, so we can talk about whatever, whenever, whatever. Mm-hmm. But mainly anime and music, specifically like hip-hop and rap,
Yeah, because that's more so our mainstays, but again, we have branched out a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of us are fairly cultured individuals, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
So, we can talk about whatever we want.
True. But again, I guess we can more so start with at least our backgrounds with one of these two topics. So.
Sure. Would you like to start off?
Yeah, I guess I can go with, music-wise again. Well, I guess we could start with music, then just go back and forth.
Yeah, definitely. So, let's start off this way. What was your first album that you listened to, actually, that made you, really fall in love with music, that made you want to, listen to, a whole bunch of stuff?
Okay, this was back in 5th grade. I was in private school, and I was pretty much the only music I would listen to, because at that point I wasn't listening to much music at all, was basically what my parents listened to, which was gospel. So your Fred Hammond, your Kirk Franklin, all that.
Ooh.
But, I mean, that stuff was good to listen to, don't get me wrong, but as far as actually going out of my way to listen to songs and whatnot, it was through Lil Wayne, which is what my one Austrian friend back in
that is grade. Interesting. You had an Austrian friend who got you into Lil Wayne.
Yeah. When
you were only listening to gospel music at the time.
Yeah, because at one point I was just I don't know, it was a bit new to me to listen to explicit stuff at that point.
Did it rock your little head? You were like, oh my gosh, Lollipop? Isn't the Lollipop?
I didn't look up actual music until later on in my life, but...
Yeah, but that's what happened?
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened there. But as far as, an actual album,
mm-hmm.
I would say... Yeah, I would say Carter 3. Carter 3.
That good shit.
Yeah, I say, pretty much when Wayne was at his peak.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much, again, that's how I started. And then after that...
That's arguable.
Yeah,
but
it is.
No, Carter 3 is a classic, so...
Yeah, again, some people would have their, own say on that.
But that was your entry point into... When did you actually listen to it when it came out, at the time, or was this years later?
At that point, what was it, Lollipop and all that was out, but I actually listened. Yeah, I was listening to straight up songs. An actual album I listened to when I was in middle school, around 6th grade. So I think, what was it, 2010, 2009? Damn near the same time I think Carter 3 came out. I think. No. I
think Carter 3 was a little bit earlier than that, because that's around Carter 4 era.
No, that is... No, yeah, because, what was it? It happened 2 years, actually, after when I started listening to Carter 4, because I followed up on that. But, Carter 3, I think it was probably... Yeah, I listened to it in 2009.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I think it was released back in 2007 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, I have to look back up on that, shows my knowledge.
That's alright. Look, we're not here to be perfect. I am not Google, so...
That's true.
What
about you?
For me, I guess the start with my musical journey. Um, I love music ever since I was a kid. I think everyone has. Listen to stuff on the radio. I have a Caribbean background. My peoples are Trinidadian.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
true.
was listening to all good types of soca and all that when I was young. But what got me into like rap and like hip hop and shit, um, actually, all the way up until like ninth grade, I was just listening to whatever the fuck was on the radio or whatever my parents had playing in the car. And I didn't really care. It was just like whatever.
Okay.
But Kendrick Lamar dropped Good Kid, Mad City.
Okay, that's better than what I started off with. Goddamn.
No, Kendrick Lamar dropped Good Kid, Mad City, and I didn't pay any attention to it until this one of my friends, he was like, here, listen to this. We were on a band trip, and he had just listened to it. He had his headphones on. He had the big-ass Beats headphones.
Oh, the studios?
Yeah, the studios, I remember that. And I was just like, I think we were at McDonald's and he was like just chilling. He was gonna go to the bathroom or something. He was like, "Yo, listen to this." We gave me the headphones. Bitch, Don't Kill My Vibe came on.
Yeah, it changed your whole life, huh?
My entire life, I heard the little doom 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 doom, and I was like, "This is angelic." Oh my gosh.
Don't get me wrong, it is. Although with that song in particular, it was kind of hard for me to like get into it because of Kendrick Lamar's voice at first.
You know, it was the first time I had ever heard anything like that didn't sound like it was, trying to be a top 40 like radio hit thing that I think I just really attached myself to, and I was like, this is so different from like what I'm usually hearing, out in the world, and I just I was just, it infatuated me. I was like, okay, I need to see what this is about. I need to like check this artist out. I need to see what like this whole music rap thing is about. And so I listened to all of Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, right.
I was taken away. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And ever since then, I listened to like music or like hip hop and rap differently than I had before. And that really like solidified me and made me want to like go and check out other artists, go and do my back research about Wayne and like Pac, everyone in the background, fucking Outkast, all of them.
Yeah,
Maybe want to go do my history and stuff.
Yes.
And that was my beginning. What year did Kendrick drop that? Like
2012 was Good Kid, Mad City.
2012. Yeah, so that's when I had my awakening with hip hop and rap and stuff.
Oh, okay. What is it? Yeah, I haven't listened to that album, till around 2013, actually. Because, again, that was when I had, like, more of an interest in, again, actually branching out and listening to different stuff. Because at that moment, again, not only Wayne, but I think I looked up, like, Chance the Rapper, because I think Acid Rap was coming out that year.
I thought Acid Rap came out, was it 2013 or 2014?
It was 2013, I think.
It had to be 2013, you're right. Because 2014 was a lot of stuff that came out that year, but...
Yeah, Joey Badass's other mixtape, what else?
Yeah.
I think Run the Jewels came out that year, too.
I think
there was just a lot of stuff that I listened to.
The last decade of music from, like, 2010 to, like, 2020, pretty much, was, like, a very nice time, I think. I think we had a lot of ups.
Yeah, a
few years that were down, but I think mostly we had a good time.
Yeah, but more, I guess mainly what the thing that like stuck out to me was when my friend back in my sophomore year, and I think that was around 2014.
Yeah,
he introduced me to MF Doom.
Oh my gosh, man! I remember my first time listening to MF Doom.
Yeah, what was it? I think it was... Actually, no, it was a song that he was featured on, because...
Was it, Food?
Food?
Yeah, that was my first, like, record. Like, I went and listened to, like, the whole thing.
Okay. For me, it was Mad Villainy.
It's good.
Yeah, seriously, that was my first introduction to Mad Lib.
And rest in peace, of course, to one of the greatest, MF Doom.
Yes, rest in peace to the Metal Face.
Yes.
Goddamn that! Oh god, that was such a thing to, like, I guess go to sleep to, because what had happened at, like, was it New Year's Eve?
Yeah,
that's when we got the news.
Actually, we got the news. Yeah, I think it was New Year's Eve around that time that he had passed away back in like October or something. And it's so crazy because, obviously he's underground, but when you see the impact that he had on like all these artists, everyone knew him.
Yeah, like rappers like knew him, like even ones that you may not know that knew him, like Drake knew him, or at least claimed to have known him. I'm not going to speak on him for that, but I know there are other people like Mos Def, and he's a straight up fan. Like, and also Joey Badass and all that, Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler.
Yeah, man. Earl Sweatshirt and Tyler, man.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, hey, it's, again, with his family, that is totally their decision to, again, let the public know what's actually going on. That's their decision.
I'm actually glad that they took their time to do that and not just immediately, like, try and just put that information out there. I think it's okay to take some time to grieve. It's okay to like take that time to like process what happened, and then decide when it's all right to let the public know, because it's not the public's business.
It's not.
It's their business. It's the family.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah. Again, he will forever be remembered. Like
one of the greatest, the GOAT. Yes.
Yes, definitely. But
might be too soon to like talk about my my top 20, but I will definitely say he can get a spot in there.
Yeah, he's definitely somewhere up there. He's definitely the main one that had me branch out.
Yeah,
definitely.
Actually, when I started branching out, he was one of the main people that I went to. But like when I started going away from just like mainstream like artists, Even though nowadays I do still listen to a lot of mainstream people, I'm not gonna lie. I do like to check in on like a lot of the underground rappers and stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty much mine. Like sort of mainstay, but I do keep into like some of the mainstream stuff too.
See, that's the thing. We have a good dynamic because we can tap in on each other's like thing.
Yeah, definitely. We can give each other recommendations and whatnot too.
Yeah.
That's something we can do later on, though. Reviews and whatnot.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about more specific artists later on, I guess. This episode, I just kind of want to, like, lay out, like, what our, like, tastes are and, like, stuff like that. Like, what do we like?
Yeah, I mean, again, good intro for what we're setting out to do. But,
so, like, who's on your rotation right now? What you listen to?
Right now? Okay, underground scene. Let's go with Fly Anakin, because let's be real. Like ever since I started my new job, his stuff has been pretty much my go-to. Fly Anakin. He's a rapper out in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
He's more so like I guess he's more so a braggadocious type of rapper, but again, he's not.
Aren't they all?
Not all of them. Not all of them, but he's he has that braggadocious part about him, but again, just his cadence, his delivery, he's a bit high pitched, but again, that's something that goes good again with his songs for me.
Who's a nice like approximate like vibe that I could like get an idea about?
Nice. So actually, okay, explain a bit more.
Like okay, so like I would say like is he like a Joey Badass? Is he like a I don't know, like a Tyler? Is he like a
oh my gosh, I mean
it's just very unique, like
he's unique to me. I mean, like there are some people that could probably compare him to some other people, like how in action would be compared to a Ghostface, but
Yeah.
like with him, I don't know, you could probably compare his high pitchness to somebody. But like for me, I honestly nobody really is coming into mind for him. But
So like lyrical content and flow, there's no one that you could like.
crap,
That's all right if you can't.
That
just makes me want to check him out more. Like
Yeah.
I have to hear.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I really can. But he is dope, definitely. Because I think I listened to him. I think it was actually like 2 years back. Because there was this producer that I listened to like on the regular, Obliv, only because he had. Well, again, one of the reasons is because he has the SP404, and I pretty much listen to him as far as like inspiration, because that's pretty much all what he uses to make his beats. But pretty much I heard about Fly Anakin through a feature on one of Obliv's beat tapes. I think it was one of his most recent ones, Give Thanks. And it was him and also Henny Low, which Fly Anakin, Henny Low, and Big Kahuna OG, these three and a whole bunch of other like producers and whatnot, they make up this group called Mutant Academy. So I would say if you wanted to look them up on like Bandcamp or whatnot, that would be the that would be what you search. It's pretty much a whole group of them.
This does sound interesting, and I like producers. We're both producers.
Mm-hmm.
We both make music. We're both out here in this world making music and shit. So I'm always down to listen to some new people for some inspiration.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I totally recommend them. And also, again, it's going to be, just to keep on that note about the production part, it's going to be a little bit of a while before I start releasing stuff, so.
I already have some stuff out there, but don't listen to it. Listen to the new stuff.
Come on, up and coming.
Up and coming, yeah, but what was I going to say? So... yeah, that's interesting. Listen to that stuff right now. That's who's got your attention. For me, I've just kind of been like kind of chill on music lately. Like I've only been listening to like a lot of mainstream stuff just because I want to like keep up with the conversations on Twitter or like have ideas about what's like some of the major artists are doing.
Yeah.
Cudi released something recently.
And I still haven't listened to that. God.
Okay, well, I don't want to say too much, but do you care?
Actually, I do kind of care.
All right, then I won't say anything.
Because
I'll let you have that experience, and then we can talk about it at a later point.
Yeah, it'll be like a review. Who knows?
We're just like we're just casually chatting.
Yeah.
A review. If Cudi hears this, anyway. Yeah. Who else? I listened to this kid out of Australia, like the Kid Leroy or something. I like him.
Oh, that's where he lives at?
I think that's where he's from. Or New Zealand. Somewhere down under. I don't fucking know. But I like his stuff. He has like a lot of the emo like rock rap kind of vibe thing going on.
Yeah,
and I like rock, so
yeah, and people like to want to compare it to Juice WRLD and whatnot.
Yeah, not at all. No, Juice had some other shit going on, and Juice was amazing, man. Juice was one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, I know you were really into him.
Yeah, honestly, I cried when it happened. I'm not even gonna lie. I cried when he died, and I cried when X died.
And that was me with Doom. Yeah, it was in the New Year's Eve, man. I understand that very well. But yeah, again, R.I.P. to them, man.
Yeah, the rap game's taking too many.
Seriously, Mac Miller too. And I know you weren't too much into him, but
I wasn't super into Mac, but I did respect him, and I did like a lot of his songs. But I can't call myself like a true fan of his. Like I don't know. I haven't listened to every project. I haven't done all that.
No, me.
but I am aware of his impact, and I am aware of like his sound and stuff, and I do respect him and like him.
Yeah, no, me neither. Didn't listen to all of his projects, but I listened to quite a bit. But again, more so.
Like I've definitely heard all the hits, probably.
Yeah, okay.
I can't name them for you, but like I've probably heard them.
No, I definitely like. They're probably all Blue Slide Park, maybe. But no, I think again he made better music in his the later years. As far as like again, I think I more so got into him through watching movies with the sound off.
Oh yeah, I got into him a little bit before that, but that is the one project that I remember was like one of the main things that I was into.
Yeah, at that point I kind of followed his releases here and there, and
yeah.
Then the ones that kind of stuck with me the most were Faces, and then Good AM, and then also Circles.
Oh, dude, Good AM. Oh my gosh.
Good AM. People can say that's his best project. I mean, I don't blame him for thinking that.
Dude, I remember when that came. Was that like 2015?
Yeah, it was around 2015. I was still in high school. So yeah.
No, I was in college, and oh my gosh, I was so high my freshman year of college. Man, let me tell you, that's a good. That was definitely some good shit to listen to at that point in my life. That was, man, nostalgia.
Yeah, Good AM.
You know who else I was at that time? I was listening to like a lot of like Wiz Khalifa too.
Yeah, him. Except when I only listened to like Rolling Papers, and I was.
You don't listen to Rolling Papers?
No,
what?
That's the only one I listened.
Cushion OJ.
Did I listen to Cushion OJ? No, that and then I think it was like a mixtape or something. The one that had this plane on it.
I know what you're talking about, but I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I forgot about it too, man.
But
I think
there was also like, was it like a Black Friday thing or something that he did?
I think so.
It was Black something.
Yeah, that I should definitely check out. I mean,
Wiz has some good stuff, but then also, we're being honest. I love Wiz. He has some great songs, great shit to get high to.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, when I'm sober, I just can't. I just not like I don't like his music. I do. It's just not something that I could like throw on and be like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to Wiz Khalifa. Like I already have to be high or know that I'm smoking, and I know that I want to be in a specific vibe to listen to him. And I really like it, but like, yeah, you just got to be in a mood.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There does have to be a mood for that. But again, I don't know. I didn't have much like access to like weed or anything like that. So when I was listening to him, it was just for like more so his vocals, and then how it correlated with like a certain airy, airy spacey like airy spacey beat, pretty much. Yeah, and that can set like a real like.
That kind of vibe definitely was an interesting thing back in the day. I think, you know who capitalized off like the very airy, like spacey beat like you were talking about? I think A$AP Rocky.
Oh, with his first mixtape?
Yeah, what was it? Live Love A$AP?
Yep.
Yeah.
Live Love A$AP was the first one.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What was it? Purple Swag?
Purple Swag. Okay, yeah.
Purple Swag. Man, A$AP Rocky was literally my favorite artist for like a solid 2 years. It's fucking amazing. Love A$AP Rocky.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, he definitely had a place in my, mental playlist for, again, a good few years. I mean, I don't listen to him as much now, but...
No, I wouldn't say he fell off, but I would say that, like, the tone is different, and, like, the actual, like, what he chooses to rap. He doesn't have to do music right now, so I don't think he cares that much to put out something, like, really, really good.
Yeah,
I'm not in his head, so I don't know. But that's just the vibe I get from the songs.
Yeah, that's his decision there. But, yeah, definitely Live Love A$AP. I just gotta say, if I don't know if you're ever going to listen to this, but shout out to Clans Casino because he made a good bit of the beats on there. Not Purple Swag, because I think that was Ty Beats.
Mm-hmm.
But Palace, Bass, What's Up?
Ah, dude.
Demons.
I'm about to go back and listen to this fucking mixtape.
Seriously, right?
Like,
do that and check out Clams Casino, man, because he even has a few beat tapes out, man. He's good. He's good.
I forgot what I was even talking about in the beginning of this.
We're talking about our backgrounds in the music. And just
yeah, and I'm just like going through all these artists that I like.
Yeah.
I do have an actual music background, so I play the trumpet. I can play basically every brass instrument out there. I played tuba, trombone, baritone, French horn, all of those. I'm a percussionist. I can play the drums. I can play piano. I'm learning guitar. Producer. I mainly use Logic Pro. That's my thing. Yeah, I like music.
Yeah, I mean, you're ready for the long haul, man.
Yeah, music's my life. I've always loved music. I will say, and I've been like, from when I was a kid, I loved music. When I got into 6th grade, I picked up trumpet. I wanted to do bands. Picked up trumpet, and I was just like set from there. I didn't really get into like listening to like rap and stuff until like 9th grade. Remember, I gave the story about when I first heard "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe."
Yeah.
But before then, I've always just loved music, and that's really just my background. I don't know what future goals I have besides I just want to make dope shit. Yeah, that's really all I care about.
Yeah, kind of the same here, as far as like again from a producer standpoint, or at least up and coming. But I don't know. There's some things I'm still learning, but again, I want to be able to make some dope stuff though.
Definitely want to make some dope stuff. So I think it might be time to like switch gears a little bit.
Yeah, anime.
Switch gears since we talk about stuff that we like, and this is the first episode of the podcast. Just letting you guys know it's not all just about rap and hip hop and stuff. We do talk about some other stuff, and I am a huge otaku. I love anime. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big anime fan too, but not as much as this man. Just check out his mouth.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I've seen so much anime. Literally, you could name pretty much any show, and if I haven't watched it already, I've definitely heard of it.
Yeah.
That's just I love anime. I have a lot of time because I'm depressed, and I just watch it. I'm kidding, y'all. But I watch a lot of shit. I watch pretty much everything, unless I will watch anything. That's just always been my thing. I don't care about genre. I don't care about the animation quality, all that stuff. I will at least give it a shot to see if there's something of merit or value that I can grasp from it. And I will give my honest opinion no matter what. Obviously, I do have my taste, and I do like what I like, but I am not afraid to give anything a chance.
Yeah, that's where you and me are different, because I can name at least one genre where I wouldn't dive into.
Is it slice of life?
No. I would check out a slice of life. They're wholesome. I'm talking about the not so innocent stuff. Starts with the E.
Etchy.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not gonna lie. That's the genre that got me into watching seasonal stuff. Actually, let's talk about our beginnings with anime and falling in love with that, since we already talked about music. You start.
Okay, with me. Again, more so how most North Americans started out. Your Dragon Ball Z's, your Pokemon, your Yu-Gi-Oh! Again, those are stuff that I've seen as a kid. But one that made me delve into actually knowing so much about a series is Naruto, and that was around fourth grade. And thank God I had someone that watched it with me, because pretty much after watching it on Saturday night on Toonami, we would go back Monday morning and at school and just talk a whole bunch about that one episode. Just it's just with that show, at least part one, more so for me. It really stood out amongst like all the other cartoons that I was watching, because again, more so the darker tones, actual like actual violence that's going on in there, blood being shed and all that. Then also,
Man said he likes gore. Keep going.
yeah, I do. It's not a fetish, but they also like teach you like at least some lessons about life. Because the one thing that I can immediately go to, as far as like a life lesson, people can say like never give up. You get that from the main character and whatnot. But I always go back to Rock Lee versus Gaara.
Of course, you have to. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Because again, the fight itself, that really did me in. That got me into it. The backgrounds between Lee, because that's the only background we got in that said fight. That did me in also. That reeled me in. But it was basically the results afterwards, and basically, like, this man had his own like limitations when it came to doing these like basically like when it comes to his fighting, because he was pretty much bare bones, and pretty much all he pretty much tried his hardest to like at least get a tie in that said match.
He wanted to be a splendid ninja.
Exactly. And he doesn't have the usual ninja powers as like his friends.
Yeah, no, but he was all physical, all just training his body, working.
Yeah, just straight up like martial arts.
Yeah, he didn't have all the special powers that everyone else had.
Yeah.
Besides like a base one that pretty much anyone could do, but like to do it, like I'm talking about the gates, obviously. Opening the gates.
Yeah, everybody has the gates, but not
to train your body to do that is like, you can't just tap into it. But he was able to do that because it's not something that's unattainable, but it's just really hard. No one wants to deal with it. But
he didn't have much choice in that matter.
Yeah, no. I will say I definitely agree with the lesson that could be taken away from. I don't think as a kid it really hit me that you have someone who's like tried as hard as he could to like get to the level to where he can compete with these amazing fighters.
Yeah.
But then also like the result of it is like you can try this hard and still get fucked up.
Yeah, that was the main thing about it. Like you still have your limitations, and there are some limitations in this world
that you literally can't. You
can't just break.
Like some people, like Gaara, were just born with the talent, let's call it, and Gaara never really had to work hard for anything because a lot of it was just given to him, and he was just that strong. And Lee is just. It's like Gaara's like a fucking mountain, all right?
Yeah, he's a mountain, and then
Lee was just like a hill that he was like trying to like build up, and he was, he almost got there, but he just couldn't do it. And I think there is definitely something that didn't hit me as a kid, like a lesson in that's just like you can try your hardest to do something, but there might be someone who's just
better at
better or going to win.
That's
just what it is.
Yeah,
it's life.
You gotta face facts with that.
Yeah,
but that was my introduction to anime. After that, I think it was again. I watched like some of the other shows that again were like appearing on Toonami and whatnot. Again, we talked about Prince of Tennis, Mare, and then Bobo.
No, Bobo. Yeah. I mean, we've all seen those shows: Zatch Bell, Sailor Moon, all that stuff.
Yeah, and then I think it was around what is it like junior year of high school is when I went back into anime because all I seen was Naruto, and that's all I could really watch at that time. But as soon as my sister got a Netflix, and I hear some people talking about Hunter x Hunter on YouTube and whatnot.
Yeah.
That that
Yes.
that one there. But I think when I was in high school, I think I only got to I didn't even get past episode 20, and that's like the first arc.
Yeah. So, I actually have a very different story to tell. Mine's not as nice as yours. You sound inspiring and shit. You got life lessons and shit. No.
Okay,
Me,
that's
it was
fine.
just titties.
That's fine.
I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It was just anime titties. So, obviously I had the same upbringing with everyone, Toonami and Saturday morning cartoons, the Fox, 4Kids, all that shit. Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, Pokemon, fucking DBZ, all of that shit. I've watched all of it, loved it, amazing. I'll say, I had that same kind of infatuation with Naruto when I was growing up. Anime just never clicked for me, like that, like a thing that I would specifically go and seek out. I guess I was always an anime fan, but like I didn't know I was like an anime fan until like, what was it, my senior year, my sophomore, sometime in high school. The later times of high school, I was rewatching Dragon Ball, and I was watching it from the beginning.
See your original?
No, the original Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. Y'all don't remember these days, back the days you had the Part 1 Spanish subtitles with the mirror image. Y'all don't remember that shit.
Fucking torture, man.
It was so bad. On YouTube, it was like a 4-part episode. It was so bad. But no, I was rewatching Dragon Ball, and obviously in the YouTube recommended you get all these shows and stuff, and Dragon Ball does have some saucy moments every now and again, because Toriyama's just like that, or he was more like that back in the early days.
I feel like I know what you're getting at. Is it in the beginning of the series?
It's in the beginning of the series, yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Bulma was very sexualized in the beginning of the series, and I didn't know that. That was my obviously I'd been aware of Dragon Ball before, but I'd never watched through the whole thing. I was just a big Z fan at the time, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go back and watch Dragon Ball. So I did. And that's cool. I'm not gonna say Dragon Ball isn't what got me into like seriously keeping up with anime and trying to watch all the shows and stuff. No, what got me into that was this little show called Kiss Sis. Now,
oh, okay, going off the rails here.
Yeah. No, so in the YouTube recommendations, I think there was like a top 10, whatever, and it was like top 10 sexy whatever scenes from anime, and I was like, what? Sex? What's going on here? Huh?
I'm not going to blame you for that one, man.
And as a horny teenager, I just went on and I saw this show, and I was like, no way, this is fucking ridiculous. No, there's no way this is real. I watched the show all in one sitting. It was ridiculous. It was like, it was so ridiculous, so out there, so adult, so different to what I was used to with American television. I was just like, yeah, I need more of that shit. I need all of this shit. What?
I'll blame you, man.
I just like out of the box things. I like not being. I don't like a lot of American television. Yes, I'm shitting on all of America. Just they don't push the boundaries. They don't really say and do that much. There's not really like sex. There's nothing that's controversial. That's different. Everything's just kind of like safe, and we're gonna explore these couple themes. There's never really anything that's like, out there ridiculous just to happen.
Yeah, we're talking in terms of television, by the way, because
in terms of television, yeah.
Yeah, because there are definitely some stuff out there you can look up on the internet.
I mean, I'm not saying that as a whole,
Yeah.
But, like, typically the main things that you see from, American cartoons is that. And I'm an animation fan. We can talk about real life series, or, like, live action series. That's a different story. I love Breaking Bad. Shit like that's really cool. But, animation-wise, the US usually plays it really safe, and there's just not the same kind of thing that you get from, like, anime. So, yes, Kiss Sis was the first thing that made me want to, like, go out and seek different anime to watch besides just the Dragon Ball Zs and the Narutos and the, that kind of show.
Okay.
So that's what really started me on my anime journey. Before then, obviously, I'd seen all the shows that I mentioned before: Yu-Gi-Oh!, Sailor Moon, the Blue Dragon. At the time.
I think Blue Dragon was on there.
Blue Dragon was on Toonami at the time. Yeah, I'd seen all of that stuff, and I didn't think anything of it. But like, what made me like, I need to check some shit out was that because, and like I said, I watch every genre. I'm not just like some degenerate dude. Yeah, I kind of am, but like, I'm not just a degenerate dude who will only like watch, the anime titties. I'm also into stuff like Psycho-Pass, which like has a lot of philosophical themes, and I can sit here and dissect a lot of the interesting tropes and stuff that happened in that show, or Shinsekai no Yori, which there's a lot of moral quandaries and shit that happens. There's no true answer whether it's a good or bad thing of their society towards the end of that series.
We will talk about that at one point.
We can definitely talk about that. But like, I'm just saying this type of stuff. So, like, that opened the door for me to be like, okay, there's more than just this one kind of battle action, shonen kind of show, and that's what I love about anime, because it has all of that. At this point, I've seen every genre.
Yeah, there's something for at least
literally for
anybody,
everyone,
for anybody, or damn near anybody, because
every flavor of the week has something. Everything.
I've met some closed-minded people.
There's definitely a lot of closed-minded people, but I think and the anime fandom is very interesting. You can have people who are just fans of one show, and that's the only piece of anime that they like. And I personally think that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that in and of itself is fine. I'm more so talking about just people that look down on anime in general.
Oh, yes. The fuck niggas. Okay. No, just dumbass people. I don't really, people who like judge people off that kind of stuff, I think, I don't see why someone enjoying something bothers you so much, because like, you don't have to deal with that. That's not your business, bro.
Yeah,
you could literally just not pay attention to that, and your life will be exactly the same.
Exactly. So go about your way.
Exactly. I will watch what I want. I'll do as I please. As long as it's not hurting anyone, I think I'm alright,
Yeah, that's what I've come to terms with more so nowadays.
Alright, so hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of 7 Chambers. This podcast is fairly new, so we're still working out the kinks and stuff. The mic's actually shut off at the end, but that's alright, Be back next week, and the week after that. Nothing but growth over here. We're gonna get better as it goes along. Hope you come along for the ride, and hear from you next time. Check out all our socials, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, I'll see you guys.